taking different size envelopes, we can create this, a layered up envelope journal. Won't you join me? Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today we're going to be taking those different size envelopes and creating a journal using them. I'd like this one to be the base. I'm going to call it the base. And I'm going to slip this one right here. Now, I'm not real sure exactly how I want them, so let's get them put back together so then we can kind of arrange them, whether we move them up or whether we move them down. I kind of like that placement. So as you can see, I didn't line them all up. Some are tall, some are low. I'm showing different levels of the envelope. The only thing I cannot change is the width of the envelopes. First one and my second one are the same width. I kind of wish that this one was a little shorter. Maybe I have one more that I can dig out of my basket of envelopes. I do have a few more sizes. Let's try this one. This one has some gold placed on it. Oh, that's pretty. And then this one's even a different size yet. I really like how this is all different sizes. So let's go ahead and let's start gluing these together. I think I'd like this one to be top loading. To begin, I'm going to slip these off and we're just going to work with our base right here. I want to tuck the flap inside, so I'm going to remove the sticker, a little glue around the edge, and pop it inside of the envelope. Now the base of this journal is going to be a top-loading pocket. The next one, it happens to be a glassine envelope that I've coffee dyed. So let's pop that on, and just a little bit of glue. Okay, I like that. Next is our long envelope. Let's glue the next one on. The next one, and add our glue. It's ripped right here. We're just going to keep it in. We're either going to cover it with some washi or maybe some book page. It'll be fine. I think I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. Now I'm actually going to bring in these other two so that I get it exactly how I want it. Maybe something like that. I like that. So let's get this glued down. I'm just going to lift it up. Now you could do it this way from the very beginning if you, so we're gluing two down at once now. So our envelopes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I think that's really cute. Now, how do I want to keep this closed? That's another question. Do I want to decorate it first or do I want to put a closure on? I have some digitals here and they're from Pixie Dust files. I thought they were the perfect size for this project. This one doesn't have Pixie Dust files printed on the paper. It kind of seemed to be in the same group, so I really don't know about that page, but the other three do have the typing of who designed it. Let's cover this back right here. So I'm looking for a book page that's firm. I have this one that's really quite beautiful. It even is embossed, but it's very delicate. And I just don't think that on the back of this journal, it would really hold up. So I think that we will just pop this on the back. I don't think I want the whole thing on. I want to just tear with my ruler. All right, but I don't want the border on here. That will be great on there. Maybe one of these digitals would be pretty on here too. This one might be nice. Let's get this one trimmed out. Oh, I think that's going to look lovely. Now you know I'm going to want to do a little bit of inking. I have my gathered twigs here. I'm going to ink up the edges of my book page as well as my little digital. I'm very pleased with the back, so let's go back to the front. I'm thinking that this little rose might actually fit right here. So let me fussy cut this out. I think this is really pretty on there. I'm going to ink this up. It'll take away that white where I really didn't cut real close to the picture. And there you have it all inked up. You can see it just really softened where the white. One of these might work for the closure. I think this will look really nice underneath here. I do want to back it on some cardstock. Now we have our decoration and our closure. Let's move on to the next envelope. So let's get some lace and add it here and here. Okay, while I was getting the lace, I also grabbed my box of sewing trim, I guess it is, and I'm thinking instead of the lace on this one, let's put these flowers right here and then put the lace on the next one. Now, I don't want to fold this yet until it's completely dry. So I'm going to set this aside and we're going to be adding the trim on the second envelope. My glue gun is a Surebonder High Temp. Oh, that's super cute. Then the lace is going to go down here on the third envelope. Oh, super cute. Let's turn it around and add our other piece of lace right here. Oh, I think it's cute already. All right, so let's fold this in half now. So that's gonna stick out probably to the third envelope. I do think I will put it right here, but I think it needs a little bit of lace. I think I found the perfect lace. I think that looks really sweet underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this all together. All right, so I've got my standard hole punch here, and I'm gonna punch a hole. I need to mark how far down it's gonna come. Or do I want my ribbon punch? So this is my ribbon punch. There we go. Let's get our closure on, and then the rose is gonna go on like this. All right, so next, I think I'd like to add a little something here. Maybe just a little bit of book page underneath the fussy cut. Now let's see, what shall we do for this envelope? I think this little piece will fit perfect here, but I really don't want it to say best wishes. So I have a little butterfly that I'll pop on it, so it will cover that part up. I'm gonna add a little bit of flat lace. All right, so I have that all in place. I'm putting a little bit of lace around the edges here just to soften the line. You can't even see the word best wishes anymore. So I'm going to move the butterfly over to this corner. For this portion of the envelope, I'm going to glue this strip of book page on, and then a little bit of lace on the top. I'm going to add a little ribbon bow and then some sewing trim right in the middle. Now let's move on to our next envelope. For this envelope, I'd like to use my stamp, my paragraph stamp, and my saddle brown ink. I'm just going to stamp a little here and there. Maybe something like that. And I think I'm actually going to do a little bit on the envelope. Now I have this fussy cut, and I'm thinking it would be pretty cute on there like this. And this beautiful pink lace on the side. And then over here, maybe just a fussy cut like this. I added a little lace underneath and a little bit of lace under the fussy cut. I have this little scrap piece that I thought would be really pretty on the edge here. Let's look at that with everything shut. Maybe just barely over the edge of the envelope we're working on now. And then I was thinking this would be pretty on there as well. And over here on this side, I've got my package here full of lace pieces. Since this is scalloped, I thought maybe we could just accent where the envelope's made, or maybe we could just take it around the edge. I have a little bit of that velvet ribbon, so I think I'm going to stick it right underneath the edge of the lace and then place the digital right under there. So I'll put the digital on first and then the lace. I think that's sweet how you can see it right up there at the top. So then let's add some of this scalloped lace. And I'm thinking I might want to add some right up here at the top and then some on this next one down here, because then when you close this all up, we would have a scallop here and then a scallop up here, and I think it would go well. Now let's look at that. Oh, I think that's really sweet. You can barely get this in frame. A little bit of satin ribbon right there to finish it off. This is the envelope that's torn, so I need to add something there. I have a little bit of washi right here, and add a little washi on this side as well. Oh, I think that's a cute fix. I think I'm going to add this flat lace here, and then just a little bow. Oh, I think that turned out really sweet. All right, on to the next envelope. We've already added the lace right down here at the bottom. Now what shall we do on this long envelope? Maybe another piece of lace right up here. Maybe a wider one. All right, I think I've found the lace. I'm going to add this one here, but I'm not going to stick it out any further than the envelope itself. Here's another picture I thought could go here, but I thought I would put some book page underneath and maybe add a little bit of lace at the bottom. One of these, Smell the Roses, I'm thinking maybe we could just make a belly band to go across this one. But I will need to back it on some cardstock. Let's see what shows when we close this up. It shows just a little bit right down here. It doesn't show anything at the top because we added that piece of lace. You know that washi that we used? I'm thinking maybe we could add that washi right down here. Oh, I think that's pretty. Now, I'm thinking we could add maybe a little bit of this right here to tie it all together. Oh, I think that's just what it needed. It's all coming together quite nicely. It's hard to get it all in screen here. So let's go back to here. We're going to make a belly band. All right, so I have a piece of coffee dyed lace here, and I think I'd like to glue that on just like that. Okay, that will be great for pieces of ephemera. I'll just stick that in there just so you can see what it looks like. And let's move on to this. Now this one's our glassine envelope. I'm gonna need to ink this up a little bit. All right, so this also was on the same page. I trimmed it out. I'm gonna put a little of this pink lace on the edge. I need to ink it up a little bit, and then this envelope will be finished. For this page, I think I'd like to add a little bit of lace, a fussy cut, and then some of this lace with the gold trim on the edge of the scallops. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm thinking I might want to line this page right here. I think this book page will work out perfectly. Oh, I think that looks really sweet. Look, you guys, we have the last two envelopes. We still have some of our digitals here. I think this one might be perfect for this. Let's add some book page on the edge, a little bit of lace, and then the beautiful digital. And for this one, I think this will be perfect. I want to back it on some cardstock because I think it would be great to make this into a pocket, because this is our tall pocket right here, and we need to take a notch out right there. I love how this has come together. I added the sari silk bow, I added 2 beads at the bottom. Let's open it up and let's look inside. We have our permanent closure, and then we open it up like this and we flip through. I love each and every one of these, but I do have a favorite. And we have our little belly band here. Now, I haven't put anything in the pockets yet. You could put digitals, you could make a little booklet and put it inside, a flip book. There's so many things. A tag. This is my favorite. I love this spread right here. And then we have the back. I made a double pocket. So we have a little pocket right here. And then this little notch says that I'm another pocket. You could make a small journal with a few pages to pop in this top loading pocket. I love the bling right down here. This is such a romantic little envelope journal. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.